Hey everybody. I hope we have some of you guys tune in. I'm going to give you a little bit to get logged on here. I've got Christina helping me out today. She's going to be reading your comments. There's my lovely daughter. So we're going to let her get all set up. I've got everything ready to go here. I don't want to take up a lot of your time tonight, but we're going to have some fun. We're going to do a little work with the lovely Friends stamp set. Yes, and then a really great watercolor wash that is super easy, I promise you. So we're going to go ahead. Yep, it looks like we're all set up and going there. So if you're online, do me a favor, give me a shout out, say hello, let me know where you're from, where you're checking us out today.
We got Devoria.
Devoria, hi! Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Oh,
And
it's wonderful to meet you.
We got Taboo.
Hey girl, how are you? Oh, I'm so glad you tuned in. This is going to be a lot of fun. One thing I do want to tell you that I've learned about Facebook Live is that there's about a 6-second delay. So Christina's not going to see your comments or be able to share them, and you're not going to hear them until about 6 or 7 seconds later. So don't let that throw you. It's just, I don't know, that's live TV. I don't know, maybe Facebook is out there censoring me. Who knows?
Holly James said hi.
Hi, Holly. Oh, honey, I'm so glad you signed up to be a demonstrator. I am so excited. I miss your face. Tell Max I said hello. Ginny asks about him all the time.
Okay,
I'm
we
telling you.
got some other.
Oh, we got more.
Donna Roush Clark said hi.
Donna Clark. Hey, Donna. Oh, I'm so glad you're here.
Catherine Piazza says hello from Michigan.
Ooh, hello from Michigan.
Lori Priester Van Loo said hi from Fort Worth.
Oh, hey, my Texas friend. Hey, how's it going?
Debbie Morris said hi from Troy, Virginia.
From Virginia. Welcome. Okay, this is really cool. This is really
Hi
awesome.
from Katy, Texas, from Don Stabler Strabala.
Oh, Dawn, how are you doing? See, this is so cool. I don't know. I mean, I realize I'm looking at a camera and I don't get to see your faces, but I see your names all the time. So this is really cool. A really fun way to connect.
And
So
I'm sorry if I butcher your names. Let's see, who else we got? We got Donna Woody Lotta from Columbus, Ohio.
hello, Donna. Nice to have you here.
Nora Marin says hello.
Nora, I'm so glad you got this. Is so cool. I was afraid no one would tune in. So thank you. Thank you so much.
Peggy Joyce Sykes from North Carolina says hi.
Hey, Peggy from North Carolina. This is so awesome. Look at this. People from
Amanda
everywhere.
from Colorado.
Amanda, thank you so much for checking us out tonight.
Phyllis, also from Colorado.
Oh, wow. Awesome. Hello, Phyllis. Now, listen, I do want to tell you, we're kind of doing some shout outs right now because I just want to give everybody a chance to tune in. It's technology. And honestly, you know how these things are sometimes. You know, we got to give everybody that chance to figure out how to get the videos on and going. But I do want to tell you one other thing. When you're on there, if I'm doing things, I'm working on something, you like what you see, there's a love button that you can click a few times and it'll send little hearts. Or if you like something, it'll send some, you can send some thumbs up. And I would love it if you'd send those, and Christina's going to kind of keep me posted. When you see something you like, be sure to let me know. Well, listen, thank you guys so much for being a part of my very first Facebook Live video. I'm not going to lie, I'm a little nervous. I'm you know, really comfortable in front of a camera, but that's when I know I have an edit button really handy. So this is a tiny bit out of my comfort zone. I am a theater buff, and I do a lot of community theater, but again, that's different. That's scripted. I know exactly what I want to say and where I'm supposed to say it, and it's just a little bit different, kind of being a little more improv. But I'll tell you what, I think we are going to go ahead and get started. Do we have anyone else tune in?
Oh, we have a lot. 66 people are
Are you
currently
serious?
watching. So
I'm so excited.
I'm not going to be able to read all of your comments because you guys are coming in like crazy. So if you don't get a personal shout out, I'm very sorry.
This is terrific. Oh, I'm super, super
We've
excited.
got friends all the way from New Jersey to Idaho, from sea to shining sea.
Wonderful. Guys, thank you so much. I am so excited that you guys actually tuned in. This is one of those things I said, maybe I should do this. And you know what? Tonight was a night, but I've had butterflies all day because I've just been really excited to share with you. So, are you guys ready to get to stamping? Okay, I gotta put on my granny glasses because I have 50-year-old eyes that can't see. So if you will give me just a second, you might even want to turn away because I'm about to rotate the camera. I'm gonna send you on a little roller coaster ride here. And if you get motion sick, this might be a little much. So give me just a second as I turn my camera. Wasn't that fun? Wasn't that a fun road trip there? Yeah, there we go. All right, I'm gonna get myself kind of lined up and situated so I have you guys right where I want you to be. Oh, I'm probably talking right into the camera really loud too. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm going to get a little light going here. How we doing? I got a little bit of a dark spot there, but I think it's going to do. All right. Well, again, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in to my very first Facebook Live video. Now, I will be recording this and sharing it on my blog and on YouTube. So if you're watching this later, just be aware that we did shoot it live. So when I leave comments and things, I'm actually talking to my, oh gosh, about 67 of my friends who have tuned in today.
80.
So 80?
Yeah.
I have 80 of my best friends here on Facebook Live. Well, let me tell you what we're going to be doing tonight. I wanted to share with you some really great techniques using the Lovely Friends stamp set. This is one of the brand new stamp sets, and there's so many things about that I love about it. The sentiments are huge. I mean, absolutely huge. I'm going to bring this in so you can see. Yes, we're talking huge sentiments. So sometimes when you see them on the stamp set itself, on the box, they look small. That's because this is a double stamp set, and so there's just too much in there to be able to show on the front cover at full size. I'm also going to be using, this comes as a bundle, and I'm also going to be using the framelits, but guys, I'm actually only using 2. It's just the way it worked with this one. I'm going to use the flower and this little leaf. It's going to be a great accent piece for me. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and bring in, I've got just one of my Big Shot cutting plates. It's going to protect my work area because I'm going to be using Aqua Painters. If you guys follow Simply Simple Stamping, you know that it's Aqua Painter August, and I'm sharing some different techniques using Aqua Painters. And I shared yesterday how I love to use rubbing alcohol in my Aqua Painters because it dries really nice and fast. So that's what I'm going to be using there. So let me go ahead and get started with my first card today. The first one I want to do is actually one of our note cards. Do you guys use our note cards and envelopes? These are the ones, these are mailable, but these are like a 3.5 by 5. It comes with the envelope. They're really wonderful, and they make for a really quick card. And if you guys follow the flashcard system, they're perfect for flashcards, as you can see. All right, so to do our technique, I have got a piece of Whisper White cardstock that is 4 inches by 2.5 inches. And I'm going to come in with a Pool Party ink pad for this one. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this ink pad a little squeeze. And what I'm doing, I'm just pressing the ink onto the lid. See that? Really, really simple. Now I'm going to come in with my Aqua Painter, and like I said, I'm choosing to use rubbing alcohol because I just really like how it works and how it dries. I'm going to take the barrel, or this barrel, and I'm going to give it just a little squeeze here, guys, and you'll see that drop. Here it comes. Ready? Boom. Can you see it? That's going to make a really nice soppy mess, and that's what I'm shooting for. And I'm just going to give this a simple watercolor wash. Okay, I say watercolor. I guess I can call it a alcohol wash. But just like that, I'm going to, actually, I'm going to take a tissue, or I'm going to have Christina get a little tissue. I do want to clean that up because that's alcohol. I don't want that to mix into my ink pad. So we can just wipe that out, and that'll be an easy cleanup there. Now, as I said, this is going to dry nice and quick. It also, the rubbing alcohol tends to dry flatter. Christina, I've got Kleenexes right there. So but to save time, because you guys don't want to sit there and wait for that to dry, I have one already dry. How about that? Now, I'm going to be using some of the basic black shimmer ribbon. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera. It's like it has glitter in it. It's beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and attach this, and I'm actually just going to, for the sake of time, I'm just going to Scotch tape it down on the back. I know some people really don't like to use Scotch tape on cards, but for the sake of video today, we're going to go for that. So let me just add a little Scotch tape. Now listen guys, if you have any questions, you see that I'm going too fast, any of that, you just give me a shout right there.
Everybody's giving you a lot of love
You're
and
giving
support.
me, yes, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Everybody
I appreciate
says
that.
You're amongst friends.
I know. Thank you guys so much.
103 of them.
Oh my heavens. I'm so, look, I can even see, I see your likes and your loves. Thank you. Okay, we're going to come in with the archival black ink pad. And with that stamp set, we have the phrase, I'm lucky I found you. And I'm so lucky I found you guys. I'm so glad you're here tonight. I'm going to ink that up in my basic black, and let's stamp that right here on that dried watercolor wash. Pretty simple, right? That's not too hard. Now I want to come in and we're going to stamp some flowers. So let's bring in the 2 flowers. And I want to point out one thing with these flowers.
We do have a question.
Oh,
quick.
let me hear your question.
Sarah Porter Raymond says, what would you use if you had the time? I'm not 100% sure what you're referring to, Sarah.
Yeah, Sarah, if you want to...
Just a little bit, we will definitely answer that.
What would I use? Yeah, and you can use water for this as well. You really can. I just like the way the alcohol tends to, it doesn't warp the cardstock as much, and that's one reason I use that. Well, the 2 flowers, we're using the bigger ones. Do you guys see these little arrows?
For the ribbon.
Oh, for the ribbon. Oh my heavens, use anything. You could use washi tape. You could use a strip of basic black cardstock, maybe about a 1/4 inch wide, just to give it that little pop of black, or any other ribbon. What else? Oh, some designer paper would look beautiful as well. So yeah, definitely get creative with that for sure. Okay, so I've got my 2 flowers here. You can see I have a solid image and then I have an outline image, but it's these 2 arrows that I want you to pay attention to. This is so that when I stamp these, I can line them up. So as long as I keep that arrow, whether I do it to the right, to the left, up and down, it doesn't matter, but I want to make sure I'm using in the same way. So let me bring this back in. Actually, I can move my plate now. I really just had that there so I didn't get alcohol everywhere. So I'm going to come in with a Bermuda Bay ink pad. And I'm going to bring in a little scratch paper here too, because rather than bring in 2 ink pads for this, watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to ink that up. Well, and I'm going to make sure I don't get that. I always tend to get that little spot there. I'm going to stamp it off once, which is going to remove some of the ink. And then I'm going to stamp it on my cardstock. Let me repeat that. So stamp it off once and stamp it on my cardstock. Now I can come in, look at that nice little mess I just made. Okay, let's come in with the kind of the outline one. And as I said, those little arrows are going to help me line it up just right. Now bear with me. I normally my head would probably be right here in the shot. And I think I just missed that one, but hey, it still worked. Yay. All right, now one more thing I want to do, and you know what? I forgot to get it out. Give me just 1 second. And that is, I need a piece of scratch paper. And I'm going to repeat that exact same thing because I'm going to punch out a flower. So there's my light one. Here's my layer. And before I go and cut that out, let me go ahead and finish the flower. I'm going to bring the black ink pad back in because the other thing that comes in this stamp set is this great little dot. It's just a little bitty guy. And we're going to polish off those flowers.
Holly loves the colors.
Yay, Holly loves the colors. Yeah, this is Bermuda Bay is probably my favorite blue. It really is. All right, I have that done. So now it's time to bring in the big shot. Let's go ahead and get this cut out. All right, bringing in my big shot here. Whoa, all right. Guys, so easy with framelits. Do you guys love framelits? I'm crazy about framelits. All right, so you can see that the framelits also have a little arrow. Thank you, Stampin' Up. We love that. They've made it so easy. That's going to help me line up my framelit. Oh, goodness, I hope I stamped it the way I think I did. Oh, my. Well, you know what? I wasn't paying attention to the direction of that arrow. This is called Welcome to Live TV. You know what? There, I think we got it. Maybe not. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, Oklahoma. Okay, I think we got it. That was
for a lot of love for framelits.
Oh, yay. Okay, I am really fighting this thing tonight, aren't I? Yeah. Pay attention to that arrow or you're going to be doing what I'm doing, which is really not doing it right at all. All right, you know what, guys? We're going to just give this, oh, there we go. I think it's right there. Oh, this is so frustrating. See, pay attention to that arrow. All right, do you think I have it? You know what? We're going to go for it. I'm sorry, because I don't want to sit here and waste your time. All right, we're just going to run that through the Big Shot. Pretty simple. And we're going to see if Connie nailed it or not. Oh, look at that. You know what? It's a good thing I have one already done. Yes, I worked in advance. So give me just 1 second here. And I'm going to bring in one. Look, through the magic of television. Look what I did. Yes, that's the way we do things. All right. So I'm going to take my ugly flower. Let's get rid of that. And I'm going to be adding this one right here. Before I do, I am going to go ahead and put my card together just to make my life easy. So I'm going to bring in some snail. This is a piece of Bermuda-based cardstock that is cut 4 1/4 inches by 2 3/4 of an inch. You can see that layers perfectly onto a note card. And now we're going to take our stamped focal image here, add some snail on that. Now you may need a little extra snail there in the middle. Again, remember we did that watercolor wash, and it warps the cardstock a tiny little bit because this isn't watercolor paper. This is just Stampin' Up's regular Whisper White cardstock. Now I've got my flower there. I put it on a Stampin' Dimensional because I thought it just needed a little pop. And there you go. What do you guys think? Simple, quick card. Oh, and you know what? We can also come along while we're at this. Let's stamp the envelope as well. Just like we did before.
Sue Rain says it's nice to know the pros have the same issues we do.
You bet we do. That's why
Everybody loves this card.
Who does?
Everybody.
Everybody. Oh, yay.
Tons of likes and loves.
I'm loving it. Okay, well, we're going to just add this to our envelope, and now we have a pretty little envelope to go with our card. There we go, guys. So that's card number 1. Let me go ahead and move on to card number 2. How many of you are in love with the new In Colors? I love the new In Colors. This is the new Berry Burst, otherwise in Connie's world called Berry Blast, Berry, I don't know, Berry everything. I call it everything but Berry Burst, it seems like. Favorite color of mine. So let me go over your cardstock measurements. Berry Burst, this is cut 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4 inch. I have a piece of Basic Black that is 4 inches by 5 1/4. And then my layering piece is 3 3/4 by 5 inches. All right. So of course we're going to be working with the Whisper White. So I'm going to bring that cutting board back in. By the way, if you don't have this, a plate or even like one of your large clear blocks would work. Just as you just want to protect your work surface. Again, we're going to be getting a little messy. So actually, I'm going to be turning this way, and I'm going to come back in with the Bermuda Bay again. And remember what we did. We squeeze the top of that lid and get that nice little puddle, just like we did before. Squeeze the barrel of the aqua painter until we get that alcohol flowing. There we go, a nice drop. And guys, for this card, I'm going to put the Bermuda Bay up here at the top. What's nice, you can see I have a really nice puddle of ink here. So I can just kind of keep going over it until I get the look. Now, if I'd done that with water, it probably wouldn't have worked as well. I got to be honest with you. Now I'm going to come in. Oh, I've got to clean this. So what to do? I just keep a little cloth, a tissue, paper towel. I just wipe it off and you can see it's good to go. All right, so our next color is Berry Burst. Same thing, we're gonna give that a little press, get our nice little puddle here, and we're gonna add, just these two colors together are gonna blow your mind. Are you ready? Who wants their mind blown? Wah! I love this huge burst of color. Now, if you follow my blog, I don't watercolor. It's just not my gift. So the fact that I can do this makes me very happy. So that is all I did. Let me clean that brush one more time. Get that ink off of there. And I've wanted to tell you this too. These aqua painters, I've had these for like 10 years. I mean, they keep going and going. They really do. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to let that dry. But of course, through the magic of television, I have one already done.
Sarah Raymond says, I keep thinking I don't want that stamp set, but then I see someone like you use it and decide, yes, I do want that stamp set. I'm going to be broke. I don't need to eat it anyways.
You know what? Food's overrated. Oh, I love it. All right. Well, you know what? This is probably my favorite stamp in the set. You make me ridiculously happy. So much fun. So let me ink this up in the basic black. Can you tell I'm just in love with basic black and these big, bold colors, and especially with this watercolor wash. It just looks so beautiful. All right, I'm going to move that out of my way again. And you probably wonder, why are you moving it out of the way? Well, I want the cush. You know, with photopolymer, we kind of need a little cush with our stamps. And I have our grid paper underneath me, and I find that gives me a good cush underneath me. You see I'm pressing really hard. It is true. I want to make sure that black ink really soaks into that cardstock, right? So I want to make sure I get a nice image. Hey, that looks awesome. Okay, so I've got that. I'm going to let, now you guys know black ink, every once in a while, you got to let that dry a little bit. So let me set this off to the side while I bring in my flowers. Now, I'm not going to show you again because, you know, we saw how well that went. So let me bring in two flowers that I've already done. So I have one in Bermuda Bay, and I thought I had, there we go. And then I have one here in the Berry Burst. Same thing. I did that second generation. You remember where I stamped off once before I did the solid. I've got a Stampin' Dimensional on the back of this one. But guys, I'm going to bring my Big Shot back in for just a second because we're going to cut some leaves. I told you we're going to use that great little leaf. So I'm going to bring this back in. And what I love about this little leaf actually is that I can just use a piece of scrap. Do you guys have tons of these strips that you use for whatever? We can just lay those on there. I think I used, oh, you know what? I think I forgot to put them on your very first card, and I meant to. Yep, well, welcome to live. All right, so let me go ahead and move this out of the way. Now, yes, I could bring in my Big Shot die brush, but because I don't have that handy, I'm just going to pop it out with a paper piercer. So, great little leaf. And so let me back up just a second because I probably should have shown you. Yes, I added 3 of those leaves to that I'm lucky I found you card. So sorry, I just missed that. So let me show you how we're going to put this card together. I'm going to go ahead and grab my cardstock. And I know my image is good and dry now. So I'm going to attach the basic black. Everybody doing okay? I hope so.
Send me some love if you think Connie's doing an awesome job.
And I don't know if you're drinking anything. We're enjoying some tea tonight. A really good Earl Grey tea. Well, the last time I tried to do one of these videos, I did it on caffeine and coffee. Woo! Connie was bouncing off the walls. All right, so there's that. Let me grab, okay, there's, whoops, I was like, can't find my focal image. There we go.
You're getting tons of love right now.
Yay! Thank you guys so much. You have no idea how much I appreciate you. Okay, can anyone tell I'm really nervous though?
They can tell, but they love you.
Oh, thank you guys so much. All right, you make me ridiculously happy. Let me make sure the card's right side up because you know I would do it upside down. All right, we're just simply gonna layer. Couldn't be easier. Now let's add these flowers and let's add some of these leaves. I'm gonna do 2 of them, I think. And one of the things I like to do with these leaves is just get snail on the back of my card or on the back of my focal image and just stick it down that way. And this one here, I've got the Stampin' Dimensional on it. Well, truthfully, if I'd done it the other way, I probably would have got it underneath the dimensional, but you know what? Tonight, it's gonna go on top. Why not? All right, I think I got plenty of snail on there. So now we just get to kind of add where we need a little happy happy. And I like my happy happy, ridiculously happy, like that. What do you guys think? Is that a great one? Love those bold colors. There's something about that Bermuda Bay Whew, it just pops with that berry burst. I love it. Very beautiful card. All right, let's see, how are we doing on time? I'll tell you what, are you guys up for one more card if we do it really fast? What do you think? I'm gonna let you tell me. I'm gonna move these cards out of the way. And we're going to do one more really quick, okay? The measurements on this card, if you guys tell me you're done, it's okay. You can.
Oh, you're getting a lot of loves and likes right now.
You guys are ready for one more.
For another one.
Okay, we're going to do this last one. And this one's actually kind of one of my favorites. So I'm glad you guys wanted one more. I have got Flirty Flamingo. Really great color. I have this cut at 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4.25 inches. And actually, these measurements are the same as my previous card. So my basic black is 4 inches by 4.25, and my layering piece of Whisper White is 3 3/4 by 5 inches. So we are going to work with just the Whisper White here, and we're going to bring in 3 ink pad colors. We have Sweet Sugar Plum, Peekaboo Peach, and Flirty Flamingo. I'm going to start with Peekaboo Peach here. And give that ink pad a little squeeze. Give it the love that it needs. And guys, I think you know the technique. We're just going to squeeze. Come on. There we go. And this one we're actually going to do a three color trio here. So I'm just going to give it a little bit of love up here at the top. I'll clean that here in just a second. Get that all cleaned up. We don't want to cross-contaminate. All right, let's go some Flirty Flamingo. One of my favorite pinks. I like it because it's got just a little bit of coral to it. All right, let's add some Flirty Flamingo. Ooh, I probably needed a little more color there.
Sylvia Mosher wants to know if you will have your cards on Pinterest.
I will have them on my blog, and then yes, I will get those over on Pinterest. Absolutely. All right, so how about our last color? Clean that off. We're going to bring in the Sweet Sugar Plum. Yeah, I'm kind of addicted to Pinterest myself, so love to get good ideas and inspiration over there. All right, last color, Sweet Sugar Plum. Ooh, see, isn't that just a fun little color combination? I really like how that one turned out. Okay, and you know, it's kind of what I do. Magic of television. It's already done for you. Woo! Okay, so now we're going to do some stamping again, and I'm going to use the other ginormous stamp that comes in this set. Good friends are hard to find. You know what? I honestly have to tell you, I think that's how I feel about you guys right now. Thank you so much for just being a part and just your support of Simply Simple Stamping. I absolutely love my job. I have so much fun. And I know I have a lot of my team members here tonight. Thank you guys. You rock my world. You really do. All right, let's stamp some good friends. Give that a really nice, oh, how hard can Connie push on that stamp? You know, another thing I've learned when it comes to the black ink pad, make sure you have a refill. You know, that black ink, you want it a nice, deep, dark. See, I probably could have gone a little bit longer there. You want a really good, you know, strong image. So I think it's important to always have that refill on hand. Well, let me go ahead and put these together.
So is it just alcohol in the aqua painter?
Just straight alcohol. And someone asked earlier, in fact, here we go. I mean, this was like grocery store. I'm using 70%, but I don't think it matters. If you have 91%, that's fine too. And I wanted to show you, look, this expired last year. But you know what, I'm not using it for medical purposes. I suppose unless I cut myself with my paper snips, which happens. But yeah, I don't use it for anything medical anymore. It sits in my stamp room. So, okay, let's go ahead and add our stamped focal image here, our wonderful watercolor. And I hope you guys can see, of course, this one is good and dry. But look at that. That cardstock is not warped in any way, shape, or form when you use rubbing alcohol. Make sure my card's going to open the right way. And we are just simply going to layer. I struggle every once in a while when I do videos making sure I'm straight. And that's when I want to get my head into the shot and get right down on top of it. Now, actually, I think that card's kind of nice by itself. But you know what? I love these flowers. I really do. Let's bring in some more of those leaves too. Let's see what we got here. So we're going to do the exact same method. we're just, except all of these, we're not going to do any dimensionals on this one. So let's just get some snail adhesive on the back. And just like we did before, let's just add these leaves. Aren't they great?
Is that regular thickness Whisper White?
It is. It is. It is just regular Whisper White. How cool is that? You don't have, because most of us already have it. And that's what I love, that, you know, I mean, watercolor paper's fine and all, don't get me wrong, but it's kind of pricey. And so I really do like using what I have on hand. So you can see we're just going to kind of add these flowers. Let's see. Let's go about right there. There we go. Our last card of the night. Do you guys like that one? That watercolor wash. It's just amazing. It's such a simple little technique. Guys, these aqua painters are worth their weight in gold. Hey, can I say one more thing about these? And I'm going to go ahead and bring in all the cards so you can see them again. If you have seen aqua painters in the craft stores, I want you to know two different things. One, when you buy them from Stampin' Up, they come as a 2-pack, okay? And there's a small tip brush and a wide tip brush. And I actually bought 2 packages. So I have one that has alcohol in them and I have another set that has water. Like I said, I've had them forever. So, but what I want to tell you is you might be tempted to buy these at your local craft store because they are a little bit cheaper, but you get what you pay for. Inside this barrel right here, there's a stopper. And that's what keeps this from just sitting here and dripping water. You know, I could sit here, I could hold this forever, and that little stopper is going to keep that from dripping out. Not the case with the ones, they look just like this. You're going to find them at the craft stores, but guys, I am so sold on Stampin' Up's quality on these aqua painters. It's worth it, because let me tell you, I have had customers tell me they bought the knockoffs, and they said, we ruined more cardstock. And all we were doing was trying to save a little money. And so I really do recommend these. You can find these over at simplysimplestamping.com. And all month long, I'm going to have some tips for you using the aqua painters. I'm going to flip my camera back around because I want to see you again. So hold on to your hats, folks. Here we go.
Someone wants to know if you keep the alcohol in your aqua painters or if you have to empty them.
That is the best question of the day. I store them like this, so that the alcohol, and can you see? I mean, I used a good chunk of the alcohol. I keep it like that. I've not had a problem at all. I don't have a problem with the bristles drying or breaking. Like I said, I've had these for years. So yeah, the only thing I would recommend, and even if you have water in them, I still recommend storing them, you know, sitting up. So store them in a little cup, or if you keep your scissors and bone folders and things, keep them with that. That's what I do. If you guys have any other questions, hey, I'm here. I got my tea. Bring it on. Let's go.
Do you guys want to do more live videos in the future?
Okay. No? Nobody does?
Well, hold on.
Okay.
We've got a 20-second delay.
Oh, yeah. We have that delay thing.
Sarah Raymond wants to know what's in the boxes behind you.
Oh, all
everything,
these.
Sarah. Everything.
Okay, well, my favorite box, it's actually on the other side of the room. It's called Sewing Kit, and that's where I store chocolate. Now I have to change the name because now Christina knows the truth. The box marked Sewing Kit is my chocolate stash. My chocolate stash. Now I have a chocolate box. That's the one the kids get into, but then Mama has her secret
We
stash.
know about the Sewing Kit box.
So much for that. No, this, I kind of keep everything. Like I've got my flashcards going on back here. I have my washi tape, adhesive, postage, thank you cards. I kind of have a box just full of thank you cards. My envelopes, embellishments. I have them all marked. And what I like about the way my room is kind of set up, this is my desk that I'm working at here, but it's just so nice to be able to come back behind me and be able to get to the things I need without feeling like I have to walk all over the room. I do have some boxes on the other side, but those are things I don't get to as often, like the sewing kit. I don't sew. God, I don't sew. No, I leave that up to my mom. My mom does all that for me, but I pretend, but it's really just chocolate. So, all right.
What color is your room? Tiffany blue.
Everything's Tiffany blue, black and white. That was just my inspiration. Have you guys been to the new Simply Simple Stamping website? I hope you have. I had a lot of fun working with a really great web designer. He got me all set up and fixed me up, and it's all in Tiffany blue too, and all retro. I do love all things retro. It's just, I don't know, it just makes me happy. Maybe I just wish the world was more like it was back in the 50s when, you know, everyone loved each other and was kind to each other, and I don't know. I just really love just the kind of feel, the hometown feel of retro. So yeah, that's kind of what my stamp room is all done up in.
Christine would like to know what kind of camera you're using, and is it on a stand, and do you have special lighting?
Okay, I'm using my iPhone, and it's on a $14 tripod that I got at Amazon, and I'm using, let me see if I can bring it into the shot. I'm not sure if I can. You know what, let me just unplug it. It's this light that I picked up at Sam's Club on sale. I really don't have a lot of, you know, fancy lighting. Now you can see it suddenly got real dark right there. So let me hook this back up. Really, guys, when it comes to doing a lot of videos, most of us really do just use our phones. They have great cameras on them. They work awesome. So yeah, that's what we use.
Everybody's loving the new blog, and everybody agrees that more live videos need to happen.
Okay. Well, that was a lot of fun. Okay, we went a little bit over 30 minutes. I hope that was okay. But, you know, being the first one and kind of getting our feet wet, I am excited to see what I can come up next and be able to share. I hope to do some more aqua painter projects for you, just because I think aqua painters are like the coolest thing. And I don't know, something happened over this past weekend. I just kept coming up with more and more ideas on how to use them, and I'm like, okay, we're doing a whole month of aqua painters, so I will definitely be working on that. And you know what, Christmas, do we even want to talk about it? You know, it really is coming up, right? Our holiday catalog will be coming out on September 1st. Now, if you are a customer of mine, if you ordered in 2017, I just ordered a catalog for you. We just got to order them yesterday, and if you placed an order in 2017, you can bet one's on their way to you. And I can't even begin to tell you how amazing this catalog is. I am ready and really excited to share a lot of really great new stamp sets. But the coolest thing, there's a lot of stamp sets in there and framelits. Oh, the framelits, and they're not just Christmas. They are fantastic. And what's not to love about a framelit set that I can use beyond the holidays? They're going to be great for masculine cards or or sympathy cards, things like that. It's going to be a really great Christmas season. You guys are going to see lots of new things, some new punches. So be sure to stay tuned to Simply Simple Stamping, because yeah, you'll be seeing some great stuff. So okay, guys, I think we're going to shut it off. Mr. Awesome has probably got my dinner ready. I got a pretty sweet gig over here. He likes to cook, and I just have the sewing box of chocolate. So it's, yeah, it works out really good. All right. Hey, guys, mwah, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for tuning in today. I appreciate you so much. Cheers. You guys have a good night. We will do another video soon, I promise. Take care.